Okay, YouTube and eBay enthusiasts. Today we're looking at these JBL Venue Series Arena speakers. Now, these speakers are interesting because these are actually my personal speakers that I've had for quite some time. I bought them back in 2005 from Fry's Electronics. I used them probably up until about 2009, so they got a good 4 or 5 years as the fronts for my surround sound system. So just wanted to show you what the back looked like. We got some pretty solid speaker plugs here. So I'm going to pause this and turn the speaker around real quick, and then we'll do a quick demo so you can hear what they sound like. But as far as some really good sound, from I guess what they'd consider a budget speaker, but this is definitely upper tier budget speaker. I think you'll be impressed. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So I just put the other dust cover on so you can see what they look like. Again, I think they look a little better in person than what I'm seeing through my camera lens here, but they still look pretty good. A little bit of scuffing down here at the bottom. I got the JBL. It's a sticker, so these will wear off. I had the center speaker for these, and I know the J fell off. These are still intact. Got a little bit of a crinkle here in the corner, but overall, you can see the boxes are materially, structurally sound. I'll go ahead and pull the dust covers off real quick. Okay, and you can see the inside ribbing of the dust covers. Nothing broken, bent, or damaged there. So, give you down the barrel look at the dust cover. The other one's pretty comparable. This one had a few spots on there. I'm sure that would come out with a little, some light detergent. I kind of prefer to leave that up to the next owner. Maybe have a technique that you like to use. I gave it some very light brushing and didn't come off. So now you can look at the actual speakers themselves. Tweeters here. And the actual drivers, foam, is perfect. A speaker in the background. It's another old JBL that I have. Tweeters foam on that's torn, but I use that just for testing, like my CD players and stuff. Still sounds pretty good, actually. But alright, so I'm gonna put on a little music here and let you get a listen to.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart knows? Only time.
Alright, so I just like to put the camera up close to each speaker so you can hear that the sound is actually coming from those, and you should be able to hear the sound shift as it's in front of the speakers. Although I realized I forgot what side the microphone's on, which is why I turned it both directions. So anyways, these are up for sale. I'll have the link up soon. I have these listed. Again, I'm a little sentimental to these because these were the first speakers I bought when I first got out of the Marine Corps. They really served me well. Had a 12-inch downward firing sub that went with it. I still have that, actually. I'll probably list that here sometime soon. But overall, I always loved the sound of these. They really crank some music through them, or you know, they fit in nice to your surround sound. Initially they were my front speakers, and then I eventually shifted these to the back. They're pretty big rear speakers, but then I kind of ran out of space. The wife got tired of the clutter, so I eventually switched to some smaller Klipsch speakers, which sound good, but I miss the mids that these produce. So pretty deep, you know, rich sound. I think if you read the critical reviews, you know, I believe on these ones they'll talk about, you know, it produces a good mid sound. I think the highs are fine. I'm not a audio, you know, critic. I definitely love music, love listening to it. You know, I love a good bass response, but I also appreciate, you know, being able to hear the highs and stuff. And I feel that these, you know, give you a good deep mid range, and the highs are plenty clear enough. I'm just running my little Sony. I apologize in every video for the naked lady. My wife sells clothes. I probably need to move it so I don't seem so creepy when I'm filming on here. But anyways, so just you know, a little STR. Hopefully that'll focus. Anyways, it's an STR K502. I use this. It is listed for sale, but I get a lot of Super Audio CDs, and this actually has the multi-channel input, so this Sony here is perfect for you know, the Super Audio CD setup. So I leave it in here just for because it's you know, pretty adaptable to a lot of the different systems that I'm testing. And it has, you know, it doesn't have overwhelming power, but you know, as you heard here, it sounded just fine. So anyways, I'll get this uploaded and get these speakers listed tonight. Let me know if you have any questions. You know, if you have any comments or have owned these in the past, feel free to comment below. Thank you.